that is sternum. Here it is clavicle, first rib, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh. Xiphoid process, here it is. That is level of xiphoid process. Well, superior body of the heart is on the level of third ribs. Third cartilage of the third rib. First, second, third. Third rib, that is superior body of the heart. Right border start from the level of third and descend to the level of fifth right rib, 1-2 centimeters laterally from the sternum. Then apex of the heart. Look here, that is linea medioclavicularis, mid-clavicular line. And fifth rib, here it is fifth intercostal space, 1.5 centimeters medially from this line. 1.5 centimeters medially from linea media clavicularis, that is in fifth left intercostal space, that is apex of heart. And inferior border start from fifth rib on the right side and goes to the apex, and left border start from third rib and descend to the apex. Clear it is? That is borders of the heart. One again, superior border at the level of third ribs, third costal cartilages, right border from third to fifth right rib, 1-2 centimeters laterally from the sternum, apex in point on the fifth left intercostal space, 1.5 centimeters medially from linea media clavicularis, and inferior border from fifth rib to the apex, and left border from third rib to the apex. Now, projection of valves. Valva aorta, location of valva aorta is behind of sternum at the level of third rib, and valva trunci pulmonalis behind of cartilage of the third left rib near of sternum. Now, bicuspid and tricuspid valves, both of them on oblique line from third left rib to fifth right rib, and here it is superiorly, that is bicuspid valve, and inferiorly, that is tricuspid valve. Both of these valves are behind of sternum on oblique line, which pass from third left rib to fifth right rib. Mitral valve superiorly, tricuspid valve inferiorly. And now points of auscultation of valves. For example, mitral valve, point of the auscultation is on the apex of heart. Here it is. We will listen tone of mitral valve on the apex of heart. Then tricuspid valve, we will listen at place where fifth right rib attached to the sternum or at the base of xiphoid process. Next, valva aorta. Valva aorta is in second intercostal space near of sternum, second right intercostal space, and pulmonary valva trunci pulmonalis in second left intercostal space near of sternum. Aorta in second right, and pulmonary trunk in second left intercostal space. Clear it is? Next time, topography of heart, projection of valves, and points of the auscultation. Now, some words about vessels and pericardium. Some words about pericardium. That is a heart. And pericardium, you know that pericardium, that is It's surround heart, and pericardium consists of two layers, fibrous and serous. Fibrous layer, that is outer layer of pericardium, and inner layer, that is serous layer, pericardium serosum. Pericardium serosum, it consists of parietal and visceral layer, and parietal layer continues into the visceral in the region of large vessels, for example, in the region of aorta and pulmonary trunk, that is place where parietal layer continues into visceral. And visceral layer of pericardium has another name, help me, that is what? Epicardium. Epicardium, that is visceral layer of pericardium serosum. Clear it is. It is parietal layer, and that is fibrous layer, pericardium fibrosum. And in space between parietal and visceral layer, we have cavities of pericardium, and in these cavities we can see two sinuses. One sinus is transverse, behind of aorta and pulmonary trunk, sinus transversus pericardii, and another sinus is on posterior surface, on diaphragmatic surface, in space between superior and inferior vena cava, that is sinus obliquus pericardii. Two sinuses, transverse and oblique sinus of pericardium. And now, vessels.